I said we'd be back for the Welsh Cup second round. That's not true. We've gone a little bit further. We did win that game. Actually, we've won a lot of games. We've won every game. It's a journeyman. Welcome in. Would I lie to you? Look at this face. I couldn't. We've won every game since the TNS draw, and frankly, we have looked great. What we learnt from that game, we put into practice because we've got 5 at the back, and we've got the deep line playmaker and that who will hold his position somewhat. We went more positive pretty much for every game, apart from the last game where we did set up to be a little bit cautious, because they were right up there with us in the league table, and we smashed them 3-0. So we'll get to that in a minute, but the team we did just smash was Carnarvon, as is on a postcard. After the TNS draw, we got back to winning ways even. A nice 3-1. Basically, we've won a lot of games, right? I'm not going to go through each individual result. We did win the Welsh Cup second round with a 5-0 win. We ran it close. Cardiff met Uni. We allowed them to get back in the game late, but we beat them 3-2. Just good wins. Barry Town, I thought that was going to be tricky. We beat them 4-1. Portsmouth Dog, now that one there, 4-3, doesn't look as impressive. What a game that was. We ended up needing a 96-minute winner after they had equalised in the 94th minute. I was stunned. I have said time and time again, I have not been getting late goals this FM at all. That has changed somewhat in this save. Obviously, the huge goal against the New Saints to get us the draw earlier, but that to make us win and not have to replay that tie. And it came from Kean Pritchard, who was playing off the right wing. He was untouchable in that game. He scored all 4 goals. We've had a win over Flint Town. Corners Key, which another team that are right up there. A cheeky 1-0 victory. Really good goal win there. Caernarfon beat them 3-0. And kind of thought that was going to be like a real test, and that actually puts us clear at the top, which is really nice to see. I've had to pick out the big key players so far. Josh Esen has smashed past 13 goals already. I think he's got 18 this season. Figueroa is a nightmare for these defenses. So fast. Defensively, we've certainly looked good. What I've noticed, and it's maybe not how we set out to play, but this is how it plays out. Rather than be like when the ball breaks in midfield and we're instantly looking for that forward pass, because we've got so many options at the back, just a simple pass to the back, and then even driving like a deep ball, a long ball out wide or over the top seems to work really well. But our centre backs are there to mop up, so we win the first header. Maybe it doesn't go straight back to us, but we have an extra man. He can drive forward, win that second header and stuff. We've seemingly been able to win headers, knock it back to our defence and calmly take it down, or when needed, knock it forward and our defender will knock it down for like an on-rushing fullback or our midfielder who's there. We did change that midfielder during the last game into Mazzala. We've been using Mazzala. It's been great as well. So Pierre's cropped up with some important goals as well. We're going to bring you 2 games today. We've got the Welsh Cup 4th round against Penrhyncoch. Again, help me. And then we take on Bala, which again, I might be mispronouncing. We take them on again. We beat them 4-3 earlier this season. It was a very tough back and forth game. I think we are better suited now to the tactic we set out in. Here's a quick glimpse at said tactic. You'll see there hasn't been a huge amount of changes. That last game we went cautious, but we normally set up positive. Aside from that, pretty much how we set up at the start of the season. Still looking for Figueroa. His runs in behind and just squaring it to Josh Esen has really helped Josh Esen rack up 18 goals in 12 appearances, which I think is pretty good. One new signing to highlight. He just came in, hasn't played for us yet. Ash Kickaboo joins us. Consistent centre-back. We needed more centre-backs. We're playing free. Our only backup was Shane Sutton. Still a little concerned about some of the performances we're getting out of Harry Lennon. So Ash comes in to challenge him for that centre-back spot. He's not the tallest, but good jumping reach and can head, and he's consistent. So he was the best we could get out there. And to be honest, he's on a pittance, so suits me fine. Love saving cash, me. We're heavily favoured for today's game, so I am going to mix up the lineup for this first game the back line, other than Webster and Dodds, but he's playing out of position, and the goalie, it's a complete revamp. Kigboo makes his debut. Dodds is actually going to play the centre-back cover. He's normally our full-back. Sutton comes back in the side. Walker plays at right-back. You've got Campbell to go. Was he personalised? Take fewer risks, hold position. Okay. I think that's a holdover from how we played earlier this season. I don't mind it. I'm going to leave that on. Pierre plays as the Mazzala support. You got Hughes comes in alongside. Malone has held down the deep line playmaker support role more often than not. Cranston is going to play on the left. Pritchard on the right. Josh Esen up top, hoping to get the goals, put this to bed, and then take off our main players. Probably just have to make sure that the bench has enough on it. I think I'll take Figueroa completely out. Dan Quick completely out. Just get them some rest. We have some of our centre-backs currently on trial. I doubt I'm going to sign any of them, but we are continually looking for centre-backs. Whenever you play a system with 3 centre-backs, you need depth. As soon as there's an injury, it throws everything out of place, and we can't afford to not play the 3 centre-backs, because that's how we've set out to play, and it is working so far. Hoping we can get through this game, make a bit of a show of it, and just get to the league game, and hopefully everyone will be fit, ready to go. It's not a long time in between games. We don't have the biggest squad, but so far this season has been outstanding. That New Saints result really spurred us on, and to be honest, the reason why I didn't stop playing, I have been a bit unwell. I thought I'd get some more matches played in between videos, and I think it's probably for the better, because it seems like we got lots of games this season. Like, doing, videos every 4 games just isn't going to work out this year with me only uploading twice a week, and I just don't have time for it. So we will do relatively big jumps until we get to really important games, ideally. He's now forward to Pritchard. Now, Pritchard scored 4 goals in an earlier tie. Pierre, I thought he was going to play the pass. He's got past his man. He's walking it in. He puts it straight at Broadbent. Well, that's disappointing. If he just curled that or just even placed it low in the far corner, what a lovely goal that would have been. It looked like he took a bit of a heavy touch, but he did have it under control right until the end. Poor finish. Sutton with a header. Hughes knocks it back to Dodds. See, that's what we're used to. Dodds knocks it forward. The poacher up, wins the header. Cranston's in. He hits the bar. But you can see what I was referring to earlier, like knocking the ball back to our centre-backs and getting the ball under control and winning those second balls. That's what we've been doing all season. Good header by Dodds. Now, we don't challenge for the second ball there, which is a little concerning. But look, boom. Intercepted. We're off. Cranston drives forward. There's a big gap in the middle. Can he find a pass? He finds it. Josh Esen in behind. Drags it wide. It's the first time we've seen Josh on the ball. He's been knocking down headers, but yeah, poor finish. Campbell looking long. He's looking straight for Esen, who knocks down Cranston. With a heavy touch, drives out wide, pulls it back. Webster, nice ball. Pierre, put it across for Esen. He's got himself. Lovely goal. I'm so used to seeing Figueroa again behind and just play what is effectively, like what people slag you off in FIFA for doing. The dirtiest of goal. Just a pass across goal, and Josh Esen just taps it in. I kind of love it. It's that's the role of the poacher, though, to be that guy, be like, I'll tap in from 2 yards, wheel away in a cartwheel. We take a 1-0 lead around about the 30-minute mark. Broadbent on the edge of his area now. Gonna knock this long. We win the header. Josh tries to play out interesting ball. Pritchard's onto it. Oh, that is sublime. And Pritchard gives us that. Pritchard hasn't got the pace of Figueroa, but he's a much better finisher. And we've seen him get more goals than assists. And I don't mind it. It's nice to have that. Although they're playing the same role, those guys play very different. And I think that is a great thing to have in Football Manager. You don't want like for like. Maybe you want guys who can play the same role and you know who you're changing out, but they give you something different, and that's fun. And again, we got so many bodies at the back. I actually really like this 5 at the back. It's starting to make me think about my R saves. Like, maybe if I land an extra centre back here or there, moving to a back 5 might be quite fun. Josh Esen. Cranston, beautiful cross. Josh Esen does what the poacher does, knocks it in. Lovely. This is kind of what I was saying. We wanted to get our goals and get out. So get our goals, half-time, Josh Esen can come off. We'll probably take off Pierre as well. Maybe even Cranston. I might go triple sub. Walker throws it in. Not really looking at anybody. Jones now. They're under a bit of pressure. They lift it forward. Davies in a pocket of space. Pocket closes around him and he manages to play the ball. And Hill finds Davies. Keeper hasn't had anything to do and he does just enough. I've got to give the keeper credit. Spreads himself, but they're unlucky. Hit outside the post. 3-0 half time. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Happy with the number of shots. Really happy in general. Oh, I was meant to take off Josh Esen. So take Josh Esen off. Throw on George Newell. We'll take off Pierre. We'll throw on Callum Watts. I don't think he's played for us. Oh, you know what? Have I just used all my subs? Okay, I've still got all of them. So I think there was a way to be made. I think we take off... I think we take off Cranston. I don't have a left mid, so I'll just take on this lad. I'm going to be great at it, but I think we've got this one in the bag. Campbell now lifts it forward. Lovely flick on by Josh Esen. No one really chased it though. Again, taking down Hughes. Pritchard. Holds the ball up. Ball over the top. Josh doesn't read it. Buxton with the header. Hughes taking the ball out from the back. I really don't want to concede here just because we've just made a triple sub. I don't want to give them any hope. Lovely. Look at that. This is what we missed in Indonesia. None of our players there could head. And here, it's not that everyone can head, but we got some physical players. Lovely ball forward. Pritchard, can he finish it? He certainly can. His second of the game. 10th goal of the season. And he hasn't been playing ahead of Figueroa. So that's how good he has been. Hughes, again, maybe unlucky to fall out of the team at times, but picks the ball out. Pritchard, lovely finish. Keeper's just... He's lost. He's by himself there. It's like, where's the defence helping him? We allow the substitutions to take place. We've scored minutes in the second half. This one is dead and buried. Just to point out, we are in all the cups still. We literally haven't lost a game since you were last with us. The toughest game we've played was the New Saints, which is no surprise. What has been surprising is we've just grabbed an hour. Not so much that we grabbed an hour here. This real surprise is that we've just played really, really well. And I actually think we've built a really good squad with those signs that come in. I mean, let's say it together. Title challenge. Lovely little finish from Newell. He does want to leave the club, but he feels like he should be playing more often. I kind of understand what he means, but he's also not good enough for me to splash out the cash. I did spend some cash on Josh Esen's contract renewal, because how could I not? He's been on fire this season. Oh dear, we've conceded. I was kind of going to let this game play out till the end, but we've dropped our guard and we've allowed them to get a goal. It's kind of disappointing, really. I think we'll take Dodds off as well. I'm just going to throw a defensive midfielder in there. It's not a bad finish. Through a sea of bodies, but Luke Campbell, come on, man. You need the clean sheet. You've lost your bonus there, pal. One good thing about this cup that right here, which is the Welsh Cup, I'm pretty sure. The New Saints lost in like the second round. When we beat, was it Barrytown or was it Lundalo? Can't remember who we beat in the second round, but when we progressed, they had been knocked out in a shock. And that was good. Debut makes debut, we get a little bit of money. Pritchard, again, 2 goals, only 20 years old. He's having a great season. Here's a draw for the quarterfinals. Let's do one of these. Right, start draw, advance. So Newtown, we've been drawn straight away. Of the teams remain, I guess we'd probably like someone like Abertillery, Excelsior. Colwyn Bay, where are they? Are they in our division? They are in our division. No, they're not. Is that the division below? I guess it is. So we get Colwyn Bay in the quarterfinal. That'll be good. Is that coming up shortly or is it a while away? We've actually got the Welsh League Cup. Oh god, so there's a Welsh League Cup and then there's the Welsh Cup. So Welsh League Cup quarterfinal against Cardiff Met Uni is coming up soon, and it looks like we don't play the Welsh Cup quarterfinal until February, and that's like next season? I don't know how that one works, but we'll get to this game against Bala. Hey, consecutive wins record. They bad. We take on Bala today, and this will really put us in a strong position for the league. Luke Campbell in goal. Webster, Lennon, Quick, Folston, Dodds from left to right. That is our preferred back five. You can see they're all sort of settled in the team with good partnerships. Cranston left wing, Figueroa right wing. We've got Pierre and Malone in the central midfield. And then Josh Esen just making a nuisance of himself around that 6-yard box as the poacher. The bench is looking strong as well in terms of like the depth we do have. We got Jake Walker as a right back, Ash Kigbu as an option centre back, Hughes, he's a deep line playmaker, Cian Pritchard, he just had that very good game from right wing, Shane Sun in our centre back, Callum Watts centre midfield, and George Newell as the striker. I think we are a better team than we were when we beat Bala 4-3, but you never can count your chickens. But they're in woeful form. They've lost 5 in a row. We've won 5. Don't do this to me, FM. Not today. Will not let their good run come to an end. Make a difference, make a difference, make a bloody difference. Now, one thing that I find strange, the team have still not warmed to me. Is it because I'm struggling to learn Welsh? I don't know. But they still are kind of not fully behind me as a manager, which I think is rubbish because we've been great. Watts into Reynolds. Plays forward to Jones. There's so many Jones in this league. Cranston finds Pierre. Lennon looking forward. Oh, it's bounced off the defender's back, but he gets under control. Reynolds manages to move it onto Weeks. Nice ball forward for Swatbridge. Swatbridge? I thought it said Bridge. I'm not sure it did. And Jones blazed that over, thankfully, because what a lot of space he found himself in. I don't like how we don't have the ball right now. That's new. Let's see what we do here from the back. We are playing positive, but I easily throw this down into balanced if it's not clicking. And it doesn't look like it's clicking so far. Head just over. Right, we're going to go down balanced because, I don't know, but we need to find a foothold in this match. Quick intercepts. Malone. Out to Dodds. Nice ball, Figueroa. Got that pace. Basically runs round his man. Lays off to Josh. Cranston. Josh. Pierre. Over the top. Figueroa running in. On the volley. Hits it inside of the post and unfortunately doesn't land at a man in red. Lennon picks up at the back. Oh, we let them off the hook there. Figueroa was in and unfortunately didn't manage to apply the finish. Since going balanced, we brought this right back. Folston whips this one far corner, and there is Josh Esen with the goal. Beautiful. It's a lovely finish. It's exactly what we expect from another great delivery by Folston. He has been unbelievable from set pieces, and that's why we carry him as a centre back. He's an okay centre back, but man, he comes alive when it comes to free kicks and corners. Interesting to know at the end of the half, since we went balanced, our shots and shots on target went right up. They have not registered another shot at all since we went balanced. Make a difference. Make a difference. Make a bloody difference. Again, they're not really up with the patter. I think they're starting to come round. I think they're starting to be convinced by me as a manager, but you just never can tell. They speak Welsh. I haven't got a clue what they're saying. A decent header, but we don't really drive to win the second ball, but that's good. Dodds just being physical. Gets his body in front of the attacker. Wins the ball back. Figueroa lifts it forward. Josh Esen tries to get a foot on it, but ends up swiping it air. Watts out wide. Coming down the right-hand side. Looks like Cranston's followed him. Weeks now. Eriksson lifts this forward. Win this header. Webster. The head tennis. We don't typically mind playing head tennis, but we've managed to lose the ball there. They've done it again. This time we've missed it. Oh, they've got in behind. Not something we're used to seeing this season. Didn't like that. So right after the half, they've come out firing. It looks like it's a mistake by Dan Quick. It just catches him out positionally and Davies is able to pass it into the net, but the keeper needs to do better, right? If they show this it's offside, I'm going to be fuming. He is onside. I still haven't forgotten about that new Saints goal. Oh no. Okay. Kickoff highlight. This is now scary. Malone. Oh, bounces up horribly. Finds Figueroa. Out to Dodds. Dodds plays him behind Figueroa. He's got to find Josh. Pulls it back to Dodds. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh, Dodds. Never mind. I was wanting Josh Esen. How did I know that Josh? How did I not know that Josh Esen wears what's his first name? Daniel Dodds? Pajamas. Unbelievable strike from the right back. Absolute filth. You give them up. Right, Folston is actually... Oh, he's taking a knock, but he looks like he's able to run it off. I'd rather keep him on. He is that good from set pieces at this level. Don't sleep on Folston. He has been fantastic this season. That Daniel Dodds goal. I don't know why, but fullbacks love an absolute pinger this FM. It's like they still can't cross, but my God, can they shoot. Esen goes up. Doesn't manage to win the ball. Watts. How's it forward? Oh, disappointing. We didn't win that. Davies now a great chance to equalise. And he has. Oh, it's so disappointing for us. We've got to win that first header. Very poor. Given that we almost like tried to take it down with our feet here, you should have just put your head on it. And then they play a simple ball over the top. Davies gets in. I'm going to say he gets a bit lucky. I know he doesn't, but he got a bit lucky, didn't he? Makes me feel better. I'm going to encourage the team here. We are away from home, though, so we got to keep that in mind. But surely not. Surely not drop points. Today of all days. Might even play for set pieces and be more expressive. Cranston, can I take on Pritchard? Just give us something else. Won that header. Pierre flicks out Cranston. Make the run, Josh. Make the run. Figueroa. Tries to play forward for Cranston. They get it clear. Oh, it's fallen back to Figueroa. He's in the box. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, it's horrible. I don't know what he thought. He got more excited than I did there. He just squaffed it off in the stand. Damn. We had a real good chance to put daylight between us and the chasing pack. Hopefully that hasn't hurt us too much. I'm going to say we weren't good enough. We have been outstanding and we should have won that game. We have 5 points on Cairnarfon, but looks like they've still to play, as do the new Saints. Oh, they're playing against each other. In an ideal world, they draw. In an ideal world. Keep them both 4 points away from us, please. Don't want them too close, you know. Disappointing. Super sub Davies rescues Bala. He came on at half time, clearly. Didn't he score both their goals? Disgusting. We have to do better than that. We're 12 unbeaten, which really I can't complain. I shouldn't be complaining about anything we've done so far. We've had a very good season to date. We're still top of the table. Do we just play everyone twice? What are the rules of this league? Oh, there's something fancy. So, number 212. League splits in two after 22 games. Okay, that makes sense. Now, the prize money isn't anything to write home about, but well, as you can see, I'm having a whale of a time in Wales. It's one for the dads. When you see me next time, we'll have played a lot more games. I think we might press on, and unless we end up with a cup final, I might go all the way to the split. It's a chunk of games, but we gotta get this train moving. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a chunk of games, and I'll maybe return for the just before the split. To be honest, I think I'll probably go all the way to the split unless we get the cup final. If we get the cup final, we'll return for that. But otherwise, I hope everyone's enjoying the series today. Do hit that like button, share with your friends, you know, comment away. It really helps the algorithm. I really appreciate that the views have been good on this series, even to this point. You know, we're now 10 plus episodes in, which is sometimes is a struggle to keep people sort of engaged. So do appreciate it. And those who do take their time to comment on that, you're the good guys. Not that are a lot. Those rapscallions who don't say a word. Join me next time. I've been Hunkleberry Finn. Ciao for now. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this journey. I'm enjoying the journey. It's been fun. I like winning. Sue me.